Hola, good morning, everyone. I hope you had a great day yesterday. Was not able to make it, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, looks like I missed quite the day. But we were able to adjust our stance, our exposure. So that's a good news. And then we still need to see if that market follows through. But yeah, we'll look into that. So let's just wait maybe one more minute so people can join in and then we'll start the session. Okay. All right, so let's get started, guys. I'll take the question just after the market analysis as it's market related, but I'll just quickly see what we hit and then we'll look into it and maybe it will answer the questions as well. All right, so first thing first, let's look at the internals. Um, so we had that spike again of credit spreads, right? That's something that we were looking for to reverse and fade. We don't want to see that breaking out of structure. So we'll need to monitor now that we have a lower high. I just to make sure, guys, everyone is hearing me all right. Just don't want to speak alone. Yes, okay, thank you. So yeah, credit spreads. We don't want to see that to break out, right? So we want to see that to remain tame. Now we're still above a rising daily structure, but we're still not making a new high. So we were rejected at the recent swing high. So that's good to see, but we'll need to build on it. So if the market follows through and we get that daily reversal in the market, then we want to have that confirmation from the internal, from the credit spreads, that we're breaking down from the daily structure and we start to trend below the declining daily structure as well. So that's the type of trend that we want to see for a sustained trend. uh, we did had 3 days of kind of strong action as the market kind of climaxed on the cues, and we were not able to trend. So that's something that you felt. That's why we had that stress test. But yeah, eventually we'll just need to trend lower and really trend. No, not just a retest of that structure. I really mean start to trend lower from that daily structure. So that's what we'll watch today in the next few days. VIX having that nice look, and that might be kind of the lower high as well. Um, we have that bear type of flag into declining 21 day structure, and we want to see that breakdown, and we want to see the same thing as we want to see on credit spreads. We want to see a break of structure, and then we want to see a slow drift lower, a downtrend below a declining daily structure. So let's look for that in the next few days. Bitcoin, to be honest, until we reclaim that base area and we reclaim the 21 DMA structure, for me that's dead. There's nothing to do. We are in a solid downtrend below the declining 21 DMA structure. We're still trading below kind of the liquidation day low. And yeah, there's so much more nicer stuff in the liquid leaders and the AI groups in semi in software that I just don't see the point to go for that lower win rate setup. All right, so let's review Nasdaq. So something that I shared in the channel in the pit yesterday is I've been noticing this pattern in the last few market cycles, and yeah, that's a bit of an adjustment that I will make, is to instead of basing my decision on QQQE, I will follow more closely the Qs. I know it's weighted, but that weight has some importance as well. So as long as we're above a rising 21 DMA structure in the Qs, you will see me engage. The uptrend will still be alive, and I will really look to position myself when we are in the 21 DMA structure area on the Qs. So Kelly, you no audio, so try to rejoin. All right, so and I like to use the futures because there's no gaps. So I use NQ instead of the Qs, because you have overnight session, you have overnight price action, and it creates a much cleaner chart to analyze price action. So yeah, the setup was really there. We had the 21 DMA structure retest and that base structure retest as well. Look where we found support, exactly right into that base area. So yesterday was kind of bounce day number one. That's very constructive action, but we'll need to see some things. Yeah, you will need to see some things to happen in the next few days in order to reconfirm that trend, because we're still in a short-term downtrend. So despite that bounce yesterday, we are still making lower highs and lower lows. So today could be a change of character if we reclaim that reversal pivot. So now we have a new higher high in that short-term structure, and we would also have a new higher low. So that's the shift that you want to see to potentially reconfirm the trend, is to see a first higher high by a daily reversal pivot reclaim and a new higher low. And we could do that today. And that's what we want to see. If we fail to reclaim that pivot and we fade, then that's a big red flag. It means that we might see some further weakness, that pullback is not ready, and we might retest, no idea where, but we could start to trend below the daily structure and retest lower key areas. But we're not there yet. Remember, we go scenario by scenario. The first scenario is the short-term pullback. And so far, that scenario is playing out as expected. With a pullback into a rising daily structure, we find some support, we bounce, and then we need to see that confirmation, daily reversal and breadth confirmation as well. I would talk a bit later, but we need to see that confirmation and not a rollover. So if we fail to confirm that daily reversal, then it means the market is not ready and there's more weakness needed. All right, so let's look at the breadth. So Brett was also giving some clues about that bounce of yesterday. And you never know, right? That you see me being defensive when we have those break. I was tracking QQQE, which was breaking structure. So that was another reason for being a bit more defensive. Just 2 sec, guys. I will answer. Yeah, Ben, this is because I'm not speaking. uh, all right, so yeah, I was a bit more defensive, mainly because of my trading feedback. Traction lately has not been very good on new trade attempts. I was still looking at MCO as being not in the ideal kind of oversold area, so I was kind of expecting a bit more weakness. And we also had the McClellan summation just crossing the rising 10 DMA. So my idea was, yeah, price is in support. Yes, breadth extensions were oversold, but I didn't like the fact that it happened right as we were trying to stall and to roll over on the McClellan summation. Um, so yeah, you never, like I said, you never know. And when that happens, risk management is not about certainties, right? Risk management is about what ifs. And the what ifs were there. So when there's what ifs, and the bounce picture is not totally clear, it's all right to reduce your exposure. I'm not saying to go all cash. That's not what we did. But you reduce your exposure, you get to a comfortable level of open eat. You don't want to keep a 10% open eat, and you have to take a huge drawdown to test if the bounce and if the market setup is working, right? You want to reduce that below 5%. Control your drawdown, especially if you had bad traction recently and already in a drawdown, then you don't want to dig that deeper. And that's what I did on Thursday, on Tuesday. And yeah, yesterday we had the bounce. We had a nice hook up in oversold on breadth extensions oversold. We had a nice hook up on the McClellan oscillator. And what we still need to see as confirmation is that McClellan summation hook up. So price bounce into structure, like I said, but now we need breadth to confirm that it's expanding, that we have the wind at our back, not still in our face. And that has been the problem of this market lately, is that bread is pretty thin, and we don't have nice push over multiple weeks, like we had, I don't know, in 2023. I think it was into Christmas. Yeah, November into Christmas. We had some nice run in 2024 as well. January this year, and then April. So easy trading comes from those times where you see the summation trending for multiple weeks. And that's not what we get right now. And that's what you feel in your trading, that it's not easy. That's not an easy money market. Those are easy money market. That's very easy market. But when you start to try to start a new trend from an oversold reading, and then you have to pull back, you start to resume that uptrend again, but we pull back. So that's creating that chop and that bad traction that you feel. Uh, can we flip back up and finally start a new easy money market? Or we need to further pull back and start to uh, follow through on that leg down, and we had a two leg up kind of rally, and we need to further push into oversold. No idea. We'll be listening to our portfolio, our position, our traction, our feedback, and what we'll do from the 21 DMA structure with price in the next few days. So that will be very important. I, as always, remain open-minded to either scenario, but we'll take it day by day. And as long as the Qs and the Nasdaq is above a rising daily structure, uh, I have to remain with an uptrend mentality, and the dips are buyable, especially in the liquid leaders. So yeah, that's the goal. That's what I see, and I think it gives a pretty good picture of what I'm looking in the next few days. So, Pato stock, does it answer your question? I don't expect some backfilling. So, like I said, I don't try to predict what will happen, right? Uh, I'm not going into the day thinking, okay, now price is there. I expect it to retest the 21 EMA, or I expect it to do that daily reversal. That's not the mindset that I developed, and I think it's important. You have to define what is a good scenario, what is a neutral scenario, and what is a bad scenario, right? So in the case of the Nasdaq, so good scenario is we confirm that daily reversal. Neutral scenario, it's not ready and it chop around in the 21 DME structure, um, and maybe build another higher low on the right side, and build up structure in the next few days to eventually kind of break out of that low range. That's neutral, kind of normal scenario. Nothing good, nothing wrong, just building. And then there's the not so good scenario, which will put you in defense, and you start to recognize that your good and neutral scenario is slipping and it's not happening. Then in that case, you take action. So right now, right here, the bad scenario is we break down and we undercut yesterday's low. We undercut below the daily and the 21 DMA structure. So that would be kind of the bad scenario and what we don't want to see uh, in an uptrend, in a pullback into an uptrend scenario. So always go into those three defined scenario: you're good, you're neutral, and you're bad. Um, and you act when you get that information. So I have no clue if the market will break out today. I have no clue if the market will fail and just roll over. Uh, and those that have clues and that tells you that they know, that's probably bullshit. All right, let's review the portfolio and the focus list. So, Dell. So Dell is a pullback buy for me. I'm still looking to position low in that larger base after another rejection of the base high. That was good support yesterday. We held the daily reversal pivot. We held the 21 DMA structure. I'm a bit underwater on this, but I'm ready to see it build the right side, especially when we have those. Oh, sorry. My bad. All right, there you go. So yeah, especially when you have those first leg down into support, you're trying to catch that flush, that support, but then don't have expectations for a V-shaped recovery right away into new highs, right? Sometimes it happens that's a nice bonus, that's a nice surprise, but that's not the norm. And what I'm always expecting is not the outliers, but it's the norm. And what is the norm here? Is that we maybe try to build that right side. Maybe we undercut a bit yesterday's low. Maybe we build a higher low in that range. Or we try to bounce. We get rejected into that recent swing high structure. We back test the now rising structure. We build that higher low, etc., etc. So we'll start to look in the next few days about what type of scenarios and what type of action it can do. But as long as yesterday is low hold and we hang around in the low of the daily structure, that's still an early pullback buy, I would qualify. Then PLTR. So PLTR, I had to take this. I had to go yesterday. That's kind of my hedge written all over. PLTR and UD were and still are the mid cap to large cap liquid leaders, right? Those are top of my liquid leader scans for since April, in fact. So we had a massive cup and handle breakout. Then earnings reaction, pretty bad. But this is really the spot. So we're really extended to the downside. And I'm not trying to catch a falling knife. We're not trading below moving averages. Daily structure is still rising. We're simply retesting that base area. So that's a nice potential support structure, a nice potential structure support area. And that's what I'm playing. So as long as yesterday's low is holding, that's a bit of the same type of expectation as with Dell. That's the first initial leg down. Now, can it build? We know that we bought a nice spot, a very good spot, due to that base structure retest, the 21 DMA structure retest as well. But now we need to see those constructive action to support that pullback into structure scenario, such as the daily reversal. If we're not ready, then we have to look for higher lows. The same thing as we discussed for Dell. Now we have that gap fill as well. So maybe we run into that gap fill, and then we need to back test. That will be all the things that I will be looking for that trade in the next few days. Obviously, if we start to roll over and undercut yesterday's low, and we start to live below the 21 DMA structure, then obviously it fails and I will be out. So business as usual, that will be part of the edge. SoFi is still looking so good. Earnings are behind. We had that base breakout, retest. We're still building higher lows. Yesterday was inside day, and that daily reversal is still within buy area. Yeah, I really like that setup. That's still actionable today. This is definitely in the focus list, as well as PLTR and Dell as well. All right. Snow tried to find some support above the 21 DMA structure, and overall it's still looking very good. I'm on my core trailing the 21 DMA structure. CRDO as well kind of sucks because I had a pretty nice buy or add on Tuesday, and I gave that up. Now yesterday it gapped up inside day. It's now a bit high. It's still in focus list. If we can retest that kind of structure area right here, retest the 21 DMA structure. But yeah, on weakness because it's now above one time ATR from the 21 DMA. So not really in my buy area, but on weakness it would be. Micron, new high, nothing to do, just trading the 21 DMA structure. VRT, yeah, that one I really wanted to had. Kind of, missed my opportunity yesterday because I was on the road. But yeah, that's the second pullback, buyable pullback after that massive multi-year and month base breakout. So might be very early, and that was buyable, but I paper ended that Tuesday. My bad. AMD, nice reaction to earnings gap down yesterday. We held that range structure. We retested the 21 DMA structure as well. Close right at the high. It's too extended for me, but I understand that it can still run from here. We're pretty early after that big gap up and base breakout. So yeah, AMD for me it's only in my core, and I'm trading the 21 DMA structure. But if we have a daily reversal pivot reclaim here, that could reconfirm. And if you're trading a bit extended and you like to trade those names, then that could be a nice entry. CrowdStrike still pulling back. Like we discussed, I'm still looking for that 21 DMA structure slash base area retest. So I'm okay to let it digest a bit more and backtest some prior structure. All right, and last one is Robinhood. A bit like PLTR, Robinhood is the other liquid leaders. It had good earnings yesterday. We had a gap down. Now it's back up. And that will probably be the only focus for me today to complete my exposure. But I want to see that open. I want to see that morning, unless it run really hard and not be buyable. But if it stays in that reversal pivot range, in that 21 DMA structure range, I will have to engage in this simply because this is one of the top market leaders pulling back into structure. So we have a 21 DMA structure reclaim and pullback, which kind of became a range, probably due to earnings. But yeah, that's a very nice setup in the top liquid leader. And yeah, like I said, I will want to see kind of the action this morning. I want to have cushion and traction in my buys of yesterday's, and then that will be top of my focus. All right, so Alex is asking, good morning. I know you don't place hard stop orders for stop loss usually, but you do you place them when you're traveling away from the screen? So unless I'm going like in a 1 week vacation, not in my country or something like that, then two options: either that I will go all cash and just call it vacation, or play stop loss. Obviously, if I have runners that I want to let it ride. Um, Otherwise, like yesterday, I was on the road. I was at my parents' house, and I'm able to watch my phone from time to time. I have my alerts in place, so I'm still able to trade and still able to uh, do and react if we start to break the 21 DMA structures. So no, I'm not placing them just for a day when I'm able to access my phone and my broker account. All right, can you please look at them? Yeah, it's below a declining 21 DMA structure. Nothing to do there. You should discard that pretty quickly. ENTC, yeah, it was in my daily scan. Good setup, daily reversal yesterday. We do have that gap, so maybe expect some volatility today, tomorrow. Um, and we have kind of that structure as well. So, yes, it's pulling back into 21 DMA structure, but we're also kind of right back into overhead supply, potential supply. So I would maybe look for some type of higher low on the right side. Um, yeah, that would not be my top focus, but it's definitely setting up. Yeah, VRT I already discussed, right? For me, it's gone. It's too extended. But if you have weakness today, that's still in the focus list, right? So if we retest that structure right here, that's a pretty nice entry, and I might add as well. Net, yeah, net wasn't scanned. Not really. I don't like that. That was a nice breakout. But I don't like that we gave it back within 2 days. Yesterday, we were not able to bounce from the gap. We were not able to bounce from the base structure retests. Closed very weak when the market was kind of strong. But there was weakness in the sector and the groups, right? CrowdStrike is in the same group. Now gapping down, but at least there was some buyers in sight yesterday. And net, I just don't like that big fade and fail breakout. And it's pretty choppy lately as well. So maybe not top focus, to be honest. TSM, yeah, I cover that each week. Setup is nice. It's in my scan. Um, but I don't like the gapping nature of the name because it trades on the Asia market. So it trades overnight back there, and then it creates those gaps and choppy price action in the U.S. session. So that's why I don't trade TSM, and you don't see me share those setups. Why did I have it in my focus? Yeah, but maybe David, if you trade off the 50 DMA, yeah, no, not even from the 50. It gave back the 50 DMA. So yeah, even on longer time frame, it's really not. Maybe it was on the weekly. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay, on the weekly. Yeah. But yeah, I think there's far better plays out there right now. GLW, yeah, I almost included that. But you know what? That's purely mental, right? I just don't see a non-stop uptrend since April without one close below the 21 DMA structure for like what, 6 month and a half. uh, that's a leading stock. The setup is there. uh, Everything is there, but I don't know, I have kind of a mental block of engaging that after such a run. But that's me. Shop. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Um, yeah, we have a nice base structure retest. Shop need to be bought on days and set up like this, right? You don't buy shop on strength. You don't buy shop on breakouts. You buy this on pullback, on back test. So you have your daily reversal right above the 21 EMA. That was a lot of momentum, but that's how it likes to trade. So uh, yeah, maybe look how it builds. We're still on those pink bars, so we didn't reclaim the 21 DMA structure as well. So maybe something else that you can look is let it play, let it reclaim, prove itself, and look for the back test in the next few days and weeks. A-Lab. Yeah, no, I don't like that one. If you look in the weekly, that's trading below the 10 week moving average. So I hate to see kind of those quick reclaim. So that's I was looking to trade them in that. So we're still above the 10 week moving average. We're still in an uptrend despite that a bit longer pullback, but it was with the market. And there was a good 21 DMA structure reclaim and backtest setup. But when you're slammed down and that 21 DMA structure reclaim and backtest setup fail, and we start to trend below, then that's a red flag. Now we have another 21 DMA structure reclaim and backtest. You can play that, but we're starting to see that kind of pop and drop character in the name. Have a nice day, man. Enjoy your day. IBM. Yeah, the setup is there. I just find it a bit wild recently, but that's probably only because of earnings. But yeah, there's a nice setup there. Uh, that's probably one of the most textbook cop and handle breakout that we've seen lately. Very nice cop. And now you have your daily reversal of the 21 DMA structure retest. So very nice setup, but we're kind of short-term extended. Ideally, you want to catch those names on days like yesterday. So maybe watch for some weakness, for a retest, for some high low on the right side. But yeah, TNL. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't like that earnings reaction fade, but we're right back into a pretty nice spot. 21 DMA structure, um, right into that base area retest as well. That would not be my top focus, but there's a setup. Um, but I don't like that big fade after earnings. No idea what happened, but it's kind of ugly a bit. QS. I would prefer QE, but QS is good. Yeah, okay. So we have a proper base breakout and reset and retest. We have higher low structure as well on the right side. But you buy that thing on weakness, please. Uh, that base on the right side is so choppy. And look at the character. We have 1 day rally, poops down. 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 1 day rally, what will happen here? Please don't expect the breakout. Recent history, recent character showed us that after a 1 day pop, it likes to drops. So look for weakness. PL, NU earnings, super close. I would stay out of this. That's a very choppy name as well. Uh, does not like to trend. So I would personally look elsewhere. PL, oh no, 10. Nice breakout yesterday. Um, yeah, we'll need to start looking at so yeah, there's a breakout. But this is Solars, so I don't know what are the names. Uh, Ut right now, SetG. Oh, okay, that's because of SetG earnings. That probably 10. So first Solar, probably one of the leaders making a new high. This one has been on a rip, yeah, right, but earnings coming. Yeah, let's look with TradersLab. It's definitely a leading team. It's up there. So NXT, First Solar, Run. So Run might be still actionable. And Phase still below declining structure. SetG earnings. Those are below structure. I think that's a China name, DQ. That's also another one. Yeah, not much actionable, to be honest. That wouldn't be my focus simply because the leaders are extended and the lagging names are below declining structure. So I would stay put on that. And I just don't have conviction in Solars, to be honest. All right, so PL, and then we'll take APLD, and then we'll call this a session. All right, so yeah, it's still building well. Not ready, not able to push, but we still have that wedge So yeah, you can look for the 21 DMA structure reclaim, that wedge breakout. There's definitely a setup there. It's not daily or weekly extended, so all good. Yeah, so we discussed that name APLD October 30, and we were kind of trying to anticipate to see what would be the normal action, and that was to create another higher low, and that's exactly what we got in the low of the 21 DMA structure right here. Right now, yesterday was an inside day, bounce attempt, so you can look for the daily reversal. And yeah, it's getting a pretty nice setup right now. You still have those lower highs, so we still have that larger wedge pattern developing, and that could lead to a bigger breakout for sure. Oh yeah, AVGO was in Focuslist. I forgot that. Sorry. Yeah, so AVGO is still building that base. We had another higher low this week. We're right into the 21 day structure. We were rejected on the retest of that structure yesterday, so we'll need to see how it hacks today in the next few days. Are we able to push out of that daily reversal pivot and out of that structure from the daily structure retest pullback? And the setup is there. So if we can reclaim yesterday's high, so we have still lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. We want to see that first higher high to really engage. But yeah, this is still in Focuslist. Okay, last one, guys. Key GC. This is gold related. And let me repeat the same thing. I think gold, silver, and all precious metals have just had their climatic move and need weeks or months to digest before there's good setup again. Where will it go? Is it will it climax further? Possible, but where are the odds? Every time gold and silver move like that, they always had to um, digest for longer, for multiple weeks or months. So that's what I'm expecting for gold and precious metals in general. This is kind of the normal scenario. Always zoom out, right? That's so important. All right, guys. So MDB, you know what I think about MDB. Come on, this thing is a mean reversion machine. So yeah, I don't want to trade MDB. It trades like shit, to be honest. So yeah, you can still have a nice uptrend like in 2020, 2021, but that was kind of one in a decade. Um, that's another one that once it pops, it like to drops. So yeah, I'm staying away from those names. When I'm zooming back and all I see is chop, I'm not interested. All right, so once again, game plan for me today. We had a proper bounce into support from a short-term oversold condition. What will happen from here? We'll have the information. So, do we confirm the daily reversal backed by breadth and we reconfirm the uptrend? Or this bounce attempt failed and we undercut and we start a larger and longer pullback? That's also a possibility. So yesterday, I took less than 1% risk in those three positions, Dell, PLTR, and SoFi. I think that's a pretty fair deal to test a market opportunity window. And if it fails, it fails. That's the cost of doing business. And we'll wait for the next opportunity to put down exposure, to put down risk, and to test again another market window. So we're still in an uptrend. The liquid leaders are showing good pullback entries in their rising 21-day structure. So I remain constructive, I remain positive, optimistic, uh, unless we have the information that it fails. So if that happens, then we'll talk about it, what we'll do. But for now, this is business as usual. All right, so have a good day, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the session. And once again, if you have any questions, I will be in the trading pit today. So take care. Have a good session, guys. Cheers.